So I got the results back from your Strengths Finder.
I'm so excited.
And I know you've seen the results. So just as a start off, I want to ask you about the 5 themes. Which one stuck out the most to you?
I was really interested in the competition, because I think that's very me, and I enjoy competition.
How so?
I like to compare my grades in school, and I'm that kid who wonders, I don't always ask, but who wonders what everybody else got, just to know how well I am doing personally.
So how do you think that would serve you in a career aspect?
I think it really pushes me to do better than maybe I would otherwise, knowing that there's somebody out there who's bigger and better and faster and stronger than me.
So let's talk about what do you want to be with career? I think we know, but
Counselor.
you want to be a counselor?
Yeah.
Okay, so being bigger and better and faster and stronger, who is your competition in this field? How do you make that comparison?
Now you're asking me hard questions. How do I make that comparison? I guess you really can't in that field.
So how can you use it?
I don't know. You can't. I guess that's what I'm here to learn.
Well, let's talk about measurement. The competition is about measurement.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're working with a client, measurable goals is something that we're doing all the time. So it's not necessarily competition with you and other people, but maybe more measurement in how your clients are doing, if they're progressing, that type of thing. That might serve you well to think about that as you're doing that. It's obviously a strength of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Setting goals, attaining goals, and that could be a good thing that you can help your clients do too. So let's move on to your next topic. Let's talk about communication.
Okay.
I really feel like you're a good communicator. So what do you think about the communication aspect? That was your number 1,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I agree. I think I'm good at communicating for the most part. I don't know if I would necessarily say it's my number 1, but as far as importance, but
What would you pick as your number 1?
the competition.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
So, I don't know. The way I was raised, I guess. To always be better than my brother or my sister, and so not necessarily communication.
So one thing it says here about communication is that you treat people as though they're already your friends when you first meet them. Do you think that that's true?
I like to be nice. I like to be nice to people. I like to be, genuinely cordial, I guess. I don't know if I go out, well, maybe I do sometimes go out of my way to be nice to people, but I don't know.
How can that serve you in your counseling?
I think it can help me make clients feel a little more comfortable maybe, and speed up the rapport process a little more than, but I want it to be a genuine thing, and that sort of setting, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a huge talent to have, communication, in the counseling field. I'll read you a sentence here. Because of your strengths, you may be drawn to discussing issues and ideas with others, which is like such a great fit. It's like almost the definition of counseling.
It is.
So I think that you're right on the right track there. Let's talk about woo.
Okay.
And so this is meeting new people and winning them over. Woo. Do you think you do that?
Yeah, I think it kind of fits with the, wanting to establish good relationships and being, friendly with other people. I think they really do fit together.
Yeah. I can see the competition aspect in this as well. Like the winning aspect.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's one thing that it says here is one of your joys is making strangers feel welcome and a part of the group. So is group counseling something that you're interested in?
It's not. Having done, group therapy settings before and having been involved, it's not my favorite thing because I do like to be a little more involved, and I feel like you can get to, as a counselor, you can get to a point where you really, I like to talk to people. I don't feel like that's my personal strength as far as I'm not exceptional with words, and I don't communicate things that are maybe important, like feelings, which could really, it could hurt me in a counseling setting, but I'm not supposed to really give my feelings unless absolutely necessary for rapport purposes, so they can see me as a human being. But I feel maybe that's good, but maybe it's not.
Well, it might be something that you are actually better at than you think you are.
Possibly, considering that it's
You're
not
number
first.
one. Yeah, and communication, there's several different
Mhm.
levels. There's superficial, and then there's the layers that go
Yeah.
down. And the more I get to know you, at first I think our communication was kind of like, we're in the same program, let's kind of keep it friends, and now we're getting to a level that's deeper and deeper all the time.
Yeah.
So that's something that maybe in a long-term setting with a client would go a long way for you.
Yeah.
A strength that maybe you don't feel particularly good at, but it's actually there more than you think.
I like it.
Okay, so based on what we talked about, has this helped you? Do you feel like you're more prepared to go into this field?
I feel like it has given me a little more confidence in going into counseling, just because they do fit, I feel like they fit very well. At first, I guess I thought maybe I'm too overbearing and my personality is too strong, I guess. But these really do show me that my strengths they can work in the counseling setting. So that's important, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I definitely think that they can. And that's the beautiful thing about the counseling setting, is that there's so many different aspects that can be positive. Even in your personal life, if it's not a particular strength, in your professional life, it definitely can be.
yeah.
And I think that you're headed down the right path.